Back to you, John.
Yes, and they're on the way towards the first and 19 fences over this extended mile, and Rubstick, Cabarfay and the engineer, the first three to go ahead. The engineer on the near side leads them as they go into the first fence, which they jump 3 times, and the third and last time will be the 19th and final obstacle. Sparky's Choice just pecked a bit there and dropped out last, and Colin Hawkins just picking him up there and sending him along, keeping him up to his work as they come past the winning post the first time. The engineer on the outside of Rubstick, Cabarfay in third, then comes Kelso Chant, who races with Fighting Fit. Then a little gap to Tangle's brother, Tommy Joe, Father Delaney, Harnell, and Sparky's Choice. And so they run to the water. They jump this twice, and it's Rubstick who leads them as they go to it for the first time. And then comes Cabarfay with the engineer right up on the far side, but Rubstick and the engineer dispute it as they turn into the far straight for the first time, with Cabarfay in third place. Kelso Chant is fourth. Then comes Tangle's brother with Fighting Fit. Tommy Joe comes next in front of Father Delaney. Then comes Harnell, and finally Sparky's Choice. They have 5 fences down the far side, where Rubstick continues to lead from the engineer and Cabarfay. A gap of a couple of lengths to Kelso Chance, who's just in front of Tangle's brother. After leading 5 is Fighting Fit, who jumped that one well. And jumping still rather scratchily is Sparky's Choice, still the back marker as they continue down the far side, where Cabarfay now has a slight lead over Rubstick. A plain fence, and they're all safely out that one, and Sparky's Choice still not jumping well, and it's the back marker as they make their way to the next, which is an open ditch. It's Rubstick back in the lead once again, but only fractionally from Cabarfay, the engineer. Tangle's brother lies in 4th place in front of Kelso Chant and Tommy Joe. Then comes Fighting Fit, Father Delaney and Harnell, and a gap back to Sparky's Choice as the runners come towards another plain fence. And once again, all jumping well, and Sparky's Choice not too happy, and still the back marker. So they have one more fence on the far side, this time to jump. Rubstick continues to lead from Cabarfay. Then comes the engineer, who's joined by Kelso Chant and Tangle's brother. In 6th place is Tommy Joe. Then comes Fighting Fit, Father Delaney, Harnell, and then a gap of about 8 or 10 lengths back to Sparky's Choice. So they're going to the bottom turn for the first time. They still have 2 miles still to go and 12 more fences, and Rubstick and Morris Barnes in the lead from the engineer on the outside of Cabarfay. Close up in 4th is Kelso Chant, going well within himself, and then comes Tangle's brother, the Spots, just settled down nicely there for Ridley Lamb in 5th place as they turn into the straight for the second time, with Rubstick in the lead from Cabarfay and the engineer and Tangle's brother. And so they're running now towards another plain fence. Cabarfay, Rubstick, the engineer, Kelso Chant, Tangle's brother, the leading 5. And they're all safely over that, and still the back marker, Sparky's Choice, as they come now towards another open ditch where Cabarfay is in the lead from Rubstick. Tangle's brother, last year's winner, on the far side. On the near side is the engineer. Then comes Kelso Chant, Tommy Joe, and Sparky's Choice. Another bad blunder there. And so they come now towards fence number 10, which will be the last next time round. And as they come to it with a second to go, it's Cabarfay in the lead from Rubstick. The engineer on the near side, Johnson in third, Tangle's brother on the far side 4. Then comes Tommy Joe, Kelso Chant, Harnell, Father Delaney, Fighting Fit, and then we go back to Sparky's Choice. And so as they run now towards the water for the second and last time, with Cabarfay in the lead from the engineer and Rubstick, closely pressed by Tangle's brother, Kelso Chant, and then comes Tommy Joe. Well, Derek, how do you feel about Father Delaney at this stage? He's about 7th on the inner as they just go round this bend.
That's right, just on the outside of the Irish horse, Harnell. He's going nicely. Alan Brown just taking his time as they straighten up towards the water. Colin Tinkler kicks on, meets that right. Beautifully jumped on the leader, Cabarfay. Gained a length over Rubstick, and that's not easy to do because he's a great horse. He just may find the pace now a bit too much for him because they'll quicken now as they go into the back straight. Lovely close-up shot, that of Colin Tinkler. Look how nice and motionless he sits. He doesn't worry the horse at all. Nice and easy, nice and relaxed, and the horse is still going well. But the engineer, Gordon Holmes, just back after injury, also going well up on the outside. Rubstick still there. Also Tangle's brother, last year's winner. He's right to the fore, and Kelso Chant making ground. They've got 7 to jump. Back to you, John.
And it's still Cabarfay in the lead from the engineer, Rubstick. Then comes Tangle's brother, Tommy Joe, the leading 5. They're followed by Harnell now taking closer order with Kelso Chant. Then comes Father Delaney and Fighting Fit, and still well out of it is Sparky's Choice. And so they're running towards another open ditch where Cabarfay still has the advantage over the engineer and Tangle's brother. Rubstick on the outside. Then comes Tommy Joe in front of Kelso Chance and Harnell. And then comes Fighting Fit just moving up on the outer, and Father Delaney, the back marker, the main body of the field, as they come towards another plain fence where Tommy Joe really pings that one, takes up the running from Cabarfe, but Cabarfe back in the picture on terms with Tommy Joe as they run now towards the last on the far side. Cabarfe, Tommy Joe, then comes the engineer, Tangle's brother, Harnell, Kelso, Chance, Fighting Fit, and the two that are dropping out of the action really are Father Delaney and also Rubstick. As I look back, I can see that Sparky's Choice has indeed been pulled up. And so they round the bottom turn. Tommy Joe in the lead from Cabarfe, the engineer, Kelso, Chant, Fighting Fit, Tommy Tangle's brother, and Harnell. Then comes Father Delaney and the back marker, which is now Rubstick. And so they have 3 to go. They turn into straight. Cabarfe on the far side. Then towards the near side, the white colours of Tommy Joe. Tangle's brother going right up on the outside disputed. And so too Kelso Chant coming there to join the leaders. And so they have 3 to go. And as they come now towards this third from home, there's little to choose between the 4 leaders. That's Kelso's Chant, the engineer, Tommy Joe, Cabarfe, Tangle's brother, but they have 2 to go. Open ditch in front of them. As they run to it, Kelso Chance, the fractional leader with Steve Charlton. Then on the near side, the engineer, Gordon Holmes. And then in third place, then comes Tommy Joe. But they have 1 to go. And it's about 6 or 7 in with a chance, but Kelso Chance is the one they've got to catch. The engineer on the near side. And then comes Tommy Joe. This is the final fence. And it's the engineer, the fractional lead from Kelso Chance. But Kelso Chance picks up well and goes away from the last. Under pressure from Steve Charlton as they come up towards the line. It's Kelso Chance staying on well from the engineer. And so at the line, Kelso Chant is the winner from the engineer, Tommy Joe. Father Delaney runs on to be 4th in front of Tangle's brother. Harnell finishes next. Fighting Fit, who has been absent for some time, has come back and he's done his reappearance in good style. Cabarfe finishes last but 1, and the back marker is Rubstick. And so the winner, therefore, is number 9, Kelso Chant, owned by Mrs. M. Richardson, trained by Jumbo Wilkinson and ridden by Steve Charlton, who really had to hold off all comers with 2